Hello everyone, this is a video about this Rowenta fan that is, they say that it's really quiet, and it says at the bottom, it says Turbo Silence Extreme Plus. And we are going to test that shortly. But this video is just about a fan, but this fan, it has some additional features like, different programmings and then remote control, and, is a pedestal fan that is standing alone, and you can adjust it as well. So everything is in the box. I get everything out of the box. I assemble the unit, and then we are going to talk more. And on this box, there is nothing extra from those that you see that is already in front of you. So I'm gonna pause the video, assemble it, and then we are going to talk more. So by the magic of pausing the video, the item is assembled, and I have to take the camera off the tripod and then show you in details, the back, front, and everything about this. But before I do that, I show you what it comes with in the box. And as usual, it comes with a some sort of warranty that it offers 15 years of labor and parts warranty, but I don't think that is really applicable in here, because in the instruction it just says 2 years. Anyway, we are going to find out, and then this is another paper that is nothing really. It's just another safety feature, health and safety feature. And then this is the instruction manual. This is the whole of the unit, and this is the remote control. And then if you look at it, it just tells you how to assemble this. And I guess there is a video somewhere on YouTube or on Rowenta site that you can go and see how it's assembled. Anyway, assembly wasn't really difficult for everyone that has a little bit of knowledge of DIY. They can do that easily. And this is the operational instruction. And I tell you about these two features that it has, and then the rest is really easy. And it has a timer, and it can oscillate to certain degrees. And this is about timer, and this is about how to operate the timer. And the timer has up to 8 hours by pressing this button. And this is another feature for this one that I tell you. And then the next page is just for the maintenance, cleaning, and the remote control, the range of remote control. And this is how to clean it with a wet cloth. Don't use any spray, don't use any sort of detergent. And if it's not in use, just cover it like so. Anyway, I explain more about all of this later. And I have to tell you, this one was attached to the grill at the front. And it says in power you can't hear. But I have to tell you, there is some sort of noise that you can hear it. I'm going to demonstrate that for you. And It says it's really quiet, and this is the noise that it's gonna make. Anyway, so now I have to take the camera off the tripod, and then we are going to talk more. Just a moment, please. This is supposed to be a short video, but I'm afraid because of the taking the camera off and on and the size of the item. The size of this fan, I have to tell you, is about 16 inches. Most of the, a small one is just 14 inches. And then when we come down here, we get to the controls of this. And the controls, we have the, let me just stable myself a little bit to avoid unnecessary shake on this. So here we have the timer at the top, that it goes up to 8 hours by pressing the timer switch on the remote that I tell you, I show you later on. And then we have this natural, and then decrescendo, whatever that is. This is the oscillation, and this is the fan power, that it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and goes back to 1, and this is the main power on here. And then at the end we have this base that is really heavy to stabilize the whole length of the fan. And then by pressing, I'll show you here, by pressing this to the to down, you can push this a little bit higher. I think is about 25 centimeters or 30 centimeters higher. And then here we have the place for the remote control, and it's some sort of magnetic as well. So that's really it. So I mount the camera back on the tripod, and then I'm gonna demonstrate how it sounds like, and then how to operate it, and what every feature, these two features, they do. Okay, I just position the camera for you to also see the display panel over there. And then this is the remote control, and the remote control is substantial. It's a little bit of weight to it, and it's heavy for the remote of this size, and is really it looks robust. Anyhow, I have to just show you how it works, and then I'm going to demonstrate each feature. So now I just show you how it turns on by just pressing the power, or you can just press the power at the bottom of this display. And this is my first complaint about this. They say it's really silent, and if you just listen to it, and I go a little bit nearer to it to just see how it sounds like, it's some sort of whining noise that it only comes, I have to say, at the stage or program 1 of this. And this is the lowest that you can see, and the blue light at the center is on. It means it's quiet, is the most quietest that you can get with this fan. And then I just stay quiet, and I just go a little bit nearer to this for you to just hear this. I think that is enough. There is a whining noise, and that is, if your room is really quiet, it's a little bit getting on your nerve. But let's go to the other by pressing the plus, you can go to one stage faster. And as you see, the whining noise is gone and is really quiet. And the wind is just blowing at me, but it's very gentle. And for the 16-inch, the sound is really nothing to be concerned. And this is the third position, and is a little bit loud, just bearable. And this is the third stage, and then the fourth by pressing the plus. And now my shirt and the curtains, they are moving, is really strong, but the noise still is bearable. And then the fifth, and then if you everything is moving now here, the curtains, my shirt, everything is, getting enough of, the wind. And then we go back to 1. And now we are going to talk about these two features that it has. This one is the decrescendo. This one is just, you put it at maximum. I'm afraid is a little bit lengthy, procedure for the fan to do that. If you put it on the decrescendo, it means this one, which is there, and that feature lights up, and then it only works when you put it at a higher than minimum speed. And then if you put it at stage 5, speed 5, it's just after 15 minutes it goes to speed number 4. After another 15 minutes goes to speed number 3, and so on and so forth. So it's a feature that I don't know how you are going to use it, but this is how it goes. And then we have another feature, which is natural. And this natural is just something, another feature that I don't know how you're going to utilize that. When you put that, I just put it on some minimum speed. And if it's at minimum, it's just after 3 minutes, it goes to speed number 3. It doesn't go above speed number 3. It just goes to a speed number 3 or 2 for 20 seconds, and then goes back to the normal speed that you set it up. And while I'm talking, maybe it is just going to demonstrate that. But while it's doing that, I just show you the oscillation, and this is the oscillation. And when you press it, it's just immediately starts to oscillate, and then it goes as far as that, which is not really much, but is reasonable enough. And then the height of this, I wanted to show you how high it goes. And if you just notice that it's just gone a little bit to the stage 1, speed 1, 2, and then after 20 seconds again goes back to the speed number 1. And it just repeats this with the speed number 2 and 3, and then goes back to the normal speed that you set it up. And as you see, the speed now is 20 seconds now. This is the speed number 3, and after 20 seconds it just goes back to the speed that you have set it on. And if we go by the, you see, it's just gone back to speed that you set it up. And then the next time that the speed is coming, it just goes to a speed, another second stage of the speed, and then goes back on back to the speed that you originally set it up. So now I stop the oscillation, and if you stop the oscillation, it just goes back. You see, it just gives you another option. Oh, you want me to go this way or that way? If it goes that way, if you see, it goes back to the speed number 1 now. And after that, it just changes the speed all the time. And now the price of this, it goes from £107, which is the one that I have purchased. Obviously, it's very expensive for a fan, but the brand is Rowenta, and something that you can rely on. And the price is £107.95, but other outlets on eBay, they are selling this for £140, or some people, they are selling it for £150. Anyhow, this is a very reasonable price for this item, £107.95, and this is the seller that you can go there and purchase it. But I wanted to tell you also about the height of this. The height extends up to 145 centimeters high, where with just extending this base to just 30 centimeters higher than what it is right now. Anyhow, and then the timer, as you see, this is the end of this video, hopefully, because I wanted this to be a very short video, but there are some features that we are not going to use, but those took a little bit of time to explain. And this one is the timer, and as you look there, you can see the light is coming on, goes up to 8 and then goes off. That's it. And the oscillation I showed you, and the remote control for the safekeeping, you can just put it at the back of the base, is rather there at the back, and is somehow magnetic as well. Anyway, I guess I have explained everything there. I just wanted to show you, if you want to understand, because I couldn't understand, for instance, the decrescento, and I had to check it out, how it operates. And as you see here, it just says 15 minutes. When you put it at a maximum here, 15 minutes at number 5, 15 goes back automatically to number 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the natural, it just goes like this. Here is how it explains. That is a little bit lazy of Rowenta, that could add a little bit of, literature into this, just to explain, because I had to guess. It's just, it says, if you put it at number 1, it goes number 2, and then 3, and then 2, and then it goes back to 1. But it doesn't say anything about how long, each of these. You see now, it goes to number 3, and then goes to number 2, and then goes, I timed it, it was about 20 seconds, and then goes back. And this video is getting to the 20 minutes length, that I'm not really happy about. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until my next video, take care of yourself and each other, and as always, have a great time.